It is officially Horde Night. Well, not officially. It's day 7. But 2200 Horde Night will start. And everything will be red from the blood moon. I'm just kind of chilling. Got my house over there on that building. Plenty of windows so the light can get in. But to draw the zombies away from my actual house, I quickly boxed in this thing. It took me like 30 in-game minutes to get it all done. And then, oh shit. Got some defense on the front for if they try to get on the front. And the only way for if a human that's not a zombie, since they can't climb ladders that are broke, I made a 2-step metal ladder that you have to jump up to get back inside. So unless they come through these boxes, they're not going to be getting up here very easily. But it doesn't look like I'm going to have a very good time tonight because it looks really cloudy and rainy. I can't see shit, so I probably won't see them until they're damn near on top of me. Haven't streamed for a while because I was trying to figure out the whole voice thing, because I know it's kind of boring watching people play games when you can't hear anything they're saying. I mean, I find it boring. I don't know if you guys do. I don't even know if anybody even watches this other than my nieces and nephew. I'm still undetected, so it hasn't started yet, but you can see the blood moon starting to come out, and it will be fully risen in an hour. Kinda hoping, oh yeah, the fog's cleared up a little bit from the sun setting, and then, well, yeah, the sunset, and then the blood moon starts to rise at 2200, and I don't think it ends till 4 a.m. the next day. I think they hunt you until 4 a.m. the next day. So now we play the waiting game. Still got till it hits 2200, so 49 in-game minutes, which I think is like 2 or 3 real-life minutes. Now you can see the blood moon is up. It's a really fun game if you're into survival type games. You gotta learn how to do everything, and the building stuff is similar to Minecraft and getting materials and stuff. I've never really played Minecraft, but I have a lot of friends that do. And then you can get recipes to make like crossbows, and I made the blunderbuss, which you ain't gotta have a special recipe for that, but it takes forever to reload. So like, if you shoot them and they don't die, make sure you back away while you're reloading, because it takes about 2 seconds to reload, like actual time. And then I got my still arrows because I created a forge and unlocked the still skill, which in order to get that, your construction tools have to be level 10 and your mining tools have to be level, no, that's the cement, my bad. Construction tools have to be level 40 in order to get the still skill, and then it unlocks like 3 things for you. You can make forged steel, which you can use to make like steel pickaxes and steel fire axes, which are really good for mining resources. I found the steel arrowheads do quite a bit of damage, and then of course you can make springs and mechanical parts. It's gonna be starting any minute now. Kind of freaky with the red sky and shit. Like, it's not like your normal zombie day. I got my pistol. I had enough resources to make 260 bullets for it. And I brought a repair kit just in case I need to, you know, repair it since it's a lower level. It'll go down quicker than my blunderbuss will. I don't think I have enough to make an iron sledgehammer. Yeah, no. I needed 30 for that, and I spent too much of it reinforcing doors and stuff in the building. I like to start with my bow and arrow to save as much ammo as possible until later in the game when they... Because, like, usually your first horde night isn't really crazy tough. But later on in the game it gets tougher, obviously. So I try to save as much ammo as I can on the first night. Plus I just really like the bow and arrow. This ammo is really easy to make, which is why I got so many bullets for it. I feel like they're gonna come from this area, but I could be wrong. They could come from over here. I didn't really set up a way to get up there like I did over here, so I might want to do that real quick. I'm not gonna fill them in, I'm just gonna throw them down real quick because it's obviously started. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're coming from over here. I think I heard one of them hit one of the traps. Or not. I don't know where the hell they're at. Go up on the bridge and get a vantage point, I guess. Sounds like they're at... Where the hell are they at? Oh, there's one. Try not to chop them up. I hate when they go in the water like that, because sometimes you find treasure maps on them, and you get some really good shit in the treasure maps. It's really hard to see without a light, but I haven't got a flashlighter yet. I guess I could throw some torches. The blunderbuss is pretty strong if you get headshots. Oh, this one's got sparks. Almost figured out how to get up here. Must have stood on top of dead bodies to reach the ladder. See what I mean by it takes a second to reload? Oh look, they're working on that box. Where'd he go? Wasn't expecting that to happen right away, but... Oh, I heard a cry. Oh fuck. Get up here and use a med kit for sure. Should have brought more of them with me, but I wasn't thinking about it. Oh, he got up here. Oh, my foot's asleep. Not that that has anything to do with the game. Sounds like one of them. Oh, yep, trying to get into my home area. Huh? I cooked them pizza. Yeah. $23.55, so it's not near over yet, I wouldn't think. Some of them you gotta find. I bet one of them fell in my hole over here. I went and dug. I forget which side it was on, but I dug a shit ton of clay for the forge. So, yeah, see, he can't get out even if he wanted to. Where you at? Do what? Oh, okay. I think one of them's up on the thing. Oh, it's in the water. Okay, well now we know where to go. I try not to check the bodies until after I know Horde Day is over. That way, you know, 1 or 2 stragglers might come at you, but you can take them down pretty easily as compared to the like 5 or 10 that show up at a time. Kind of like to keep the bodies as close together as I can. Makes it easier to search them before you chop them up. Oh, here comes another one. I call them the cocaine zombie because they're always twitching. Oh, I still got 20 bullets with that. Not bad. We got another straggler. I think she deserves to be beat with a hammer. Oh, here comes another one. Like I said, you're not really in the clear until about 4 o'clock in the morning in the game. But once you hit that 1 o'clock-ish, they start coming less and less until eventually they just quit coming altogether. I guess I didn't need that.
Uncle Justin, me and Christy got in the same server.
Cool.
Oh my god, it's
I'm streaming right now. Yeah, see, once you hit that, like I said, 1 o'clock mark, you just get a few stranglers. He's caught in the pit too. I'm surprised he ain't got out though. He's on the edge. There he goes. You'd probably been better off just staying in the pit, honestly.
Oh my god. That is a lot of remains.
These are really good for like raising your health back up if you take enough of them. Like I was at 79, now it goes back up to 80. I don't really see a use for the painkillers. I haven't figured out how it actually helps, other than making you thirsty.
I don't know.
And like, I was at 162 before this started, and I've already killed, let's see, 14 zombies, I think it was. So your first horde night's pretty easy. And then more and more comes the further you get in the game.
I know what we can play. That animal game again. We didn't play it while I'm not playing it. A lot of dead bodies. Yeah, Uncle Dustin killed a ton of zombies. It scared me when I saw them.
Yeah, you also level up pretty good during horde night too.
I was like, oh my word. So many zombies remain.
Pretty sure I got checked all the ones over here, but I'll go over them just to be safe. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. What I like to look for when they're all dead is treasure maps. Like I mentioned earlier, because you can get a lot of good stuff from that. Sounds like we got another one in the pit. I'll have to go down there after a while and check those guys out and see what they got on them. Probably have to go down in the water and see what those guys got on them too, but I won't have to worry about busting them up. Like this guy here, he's far enough down I ain't gotta worry about it. Ooh, can plant some potatoes if I can figure out what I want to get rid of. I think one went down under, didn't it?
Well, apparently you're hunted down there.
But maybe it was just that one. I don't remember. I thought I killed two.
According to the news, they're hunted by a zombie in the water.
Yeah, they carry all kinds of stuff on them too. Empty jars, bullets. Isn't that crazy? I just pulled my torch out underwater and now it still works. I guess we'll use the pickaxe on this guy. If I had an iron sledgehammer made, but I didn't have enough time to make it, I would have smashed some of their heads in with that. Look at all that blood on that cinder block. That body there makes it hard to get up. Go make sure you don't have any on the other side. Do what? Who has a 2-hour delay? Okay, so I'm not seeing any on this side, which means they all spawned on that other side, it looks like. Which is a first, because usually on previous games where I've hung out in this area, they usually all came from that side first. So this kind of threw me off guard a little bit. Alright, but I think that pretty much wraps up Horde Night for tonight. So if anybody watches this other than Bryson, I hope you enjoy it.
You finally made it to where you can talk to them?